Alright, gaming time. Oh, I never edited my title. Just realized it should say 7 badges. Oops. I know I changed the overlay? Yeah, never changed the title. Alright, anyways. We had some Pokemon to play. Just looking at this for someone else. I'm on the Turtonator fight. Swimmer Dean? Yeah, this guy. This fight's weird. I'm gonna revise it just to make sure. Because I was kind of just head calcing it. I never came up with a solidified, like, write out plan. But it should work. I don't need this anymore. So this is Swimmer Dean. The team is Greninja. I know I need to like pre-damage Gren. Like I need to pre-damage Garchomp. No, Garchomp pre-damage doesn't matter. And then I need Amoonguss burned, I think. And then Dragapult and Goodra. And then I have a backup plot. Basically, Garchomp is gonna get a chain kill in the middle because of Dual Chop, which is gonna help out a lot. There he is. So I need Gren. I think it's my first time using it this split. Yeah, because it's still underleveled. I can never find this stud Pokemon. There he is. Dragapult, Goodra. I don't know what would be like good backup here. I guess probably Torterra, but it kind of gets slammed by Minior. That's probably No, Corv isn't good for Turtonator. Maybe just like Urshifu. Nah, probably Torterra. Because it's always gonna, it's shields up Minior, so it doesn't do a ton of damage. Yeah. I still need to figure out the specifics here. I also, I realized my Greninja still has cut. So we gotta get it a real move. Because I was looking at the calcs, like, alright, oh, what KOs the Crustle really quick? Turned on Oko colors. And Gren wasn't there. I was like, damn, really? It just had cut doing like 5%. It's awesome. Alright. I do need to level the guys. Thank you for the good luck. Pull in. I got one fight to do, and then I'll pull. Old Milo. Yeah, so I was thinking, I have the Synchro available for Milo, but obviously Synchro would make it minus speed, which seems pretty rough. I feel like that thing thrives off of being solidly fast. 81 base. Like, what is Corvette? Corv is 67. An Icy Wind plus Surf KO or get fast recovery. Yeah. Minus speed would make a lot of Icy Wind outspeeds then, like, not as possible. So... do I want to level here? Wait, actually, I think I didn't. Oops. I think it's totally fine, though. All it means is now... I should not have done those levels. It means I need to pre-poison my... Wait, no, you can't pre-poison Amoonguss. I don't think this will even matter. I think I have a variable endgame. I was not meant to level Amoonguss there. But it's totally fine. It might just mean I get... Minior 5th instead of Turtonator, which is always recoverable. But this can sometimes be Depulse. Okay, so my pivot needs to guarantee Flamethrower, Scorching Sands. Turtonator last, yes sir. This order is going Crustle, Poltegeist, Smeargle, Shuckle, and then Minior or Turtonator. It's all possible through the power of one very slow Garchomp who underspeeds Smeargle. Because when Poltegeist is dead to Garchomp, with Life Orb, I show Fast KO to Turtonator, so it's -1. I show Fast KO with Life Orb with 1 roll of Outrage to Minior. Shuckle is slower, so it's +0. And then Smeargle is faster, so it's +1. And it doesn't see that it's, like, dead or anything. I don't care if it Shell Smashes, and if it Boom Bursts, I take 10%. And then Dual Chop kills it through Sash before it gets a Moody boost. So I'm just chaining in the middle of the fight, the Smeargle. Because bro is so slow. It's kind of awesome. But then it's like, then it's Shuckle after. So Shuckle 4th, and then I gotta throw... I just have to throw Amoonguss at this. And then I kind of need... I guess, I think Togue is the recovery mon I'm looking for. Instead of Torterra. Yeah, it's Togue. Because if I get Minior first, I just go Togue. Oh, but my Life Orb is committed already. What if I'm just, Metal Coat? Or honestly, what if I'm Choice Band? Choice Band Togue. Yeah, that's enough. If I'm guaranteeing Acro on the Switch, I can be Choice Band Zing Zap. Because it takes the Barb's Trip. And then I just have Goodra there in case it's Turtonator first. Because Dragapult switches in on Turtonator Flamethrower, drops a Draco, gets it lets the Minior Shell Smash, and Goodra beats it, even if it Shell Smashes. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. It's kind of a fluid fight, but it works. Do I have the Choice Band? I should. I do. Choice Band Togedemaru. Okay, you get King's Rock. I need to pre-damage as well. Oh, this is my final King's Rock. You get Life Orb. You get nothing, honestly. You're just gonna get knocked off, probably. Dragapult gets... like, also nothing. It doesn't need a item to kill Turtonator. I guess like a Rost Berry in case I get burned. It doesn't really matter. And then you need a Metal Coat. Okay, I need to figure out some small pre-damages, but... oh, this is on doubles. I was like, why is the damage so low? So I need to bait in Poltegeist Slow Kill, which means I need Gren 194. Then I need Garchomp to do nothing, honestly. Yeah, Garchomp doesn't have to do anything. It just has to exist. It switches in on Giga Drain, and then with Life Orb, KOs with Earthquake. And then Dual Chop KOs Smeargle, and then I just bait in Shuckle. So there's no pre-damage I can be at. Moongus. Dragapult pre-damage doesn't matter. Theoretically, I would want to guarantee acrobatics from it, but if I'm getting hit by a Turtonator Flamethrower, I kind of can't do that. And I don't care if Turtonator Shell Smashes, because Dragapult still outspeeds it. As long as I'm not baiting Dragon Pulse, which Togue is not, even when it takes a acrobatics on the switch in. And when Togue is if I'm using Togue, Minior is never Shell Smashing. Yeah. Okay. I just need to pre-damage Gren. Let me make sure Fling plus Surf always kills here. Yeah, cool. Alright. I think I know where I'm going. It's like... it's just the one lady that spins around. I can't go too low here. Yeah, that guy. She walks around this... yeah. Yeah, that's the person you fought. Okay. What's down here? Oh, I could have gotten this encounter last night. What the heck? I thought this... I didn't know there were any dive spots till... or before the guy. Is this to get to Aerodactylite? That's what it looks like. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, don't care about that theoretically yet. Alright, 194. King's Rock. Lorb. Yep. Don't need anything, you just need Toxic. Your item doesn't really matter as long as you Oko Turtonator with Draco. Yep. Metal Coat, that's to guarantee Minior kill. It's shields up, yeah. And then Choice Band Togue, so it always gets the kill. Right, Fling, Surf. Always Giga Drain. Nope, no Torrent. Earthquake always kills. And then I'll get Smeargle. That is fine. I didn't really think about Cursed Body, but I'm not clicking EQ here. I'm always clicking Dual Chop. Totally fine. Nice. And now it's Shuckle. Yeah, it's a fun middle fight chain. They're pretty rare. Especially for a guy like Garchomp. I guess I can attack here. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't accelerate much. I mean, its defenses are super high. I'm doing like 5 damage. This guy would be pretty demon if he didn't have the AI quirk where they just can't heal when toxic. Sin. Did an infestation once. Okay, I do get Minior, so that means I go Togue. This will contact. And now Zing Zap always KOs with Choice Band. And now Turtonator's always doing a fire or ground move. And drop a Draco. Cool. Honestly, probably could have figured that out last night, but it was 1 a.m. So the double took a long time. And I was really hesitant to run the double as well. Greninja. Like, I was hesitant, but also confident that the strat worked, right? Like, the light bulb finally flaked once I got everything and, like, figured out the ending. But, I mean, it was just such a scary fight for me. With how much repositioning I was doing with Togue. Chomp got to rare Amoonguss kill. And then Togue and Bolt. Alright, I should probably head out of here and get a catching team or a more solid team, because I need to hit Sootopolis first. Unless I want to do this encounter right now, but I can come back here really quick. Do I have I have Pult. Alright, if I want to do my 126 catch, it's all like rock types and Delmise. Does Delmise have the trapping move? That's the one thing I need to think about. Because I can wall the others with Corv. It does not. Wait, what level is it? 75. Yeah, it's got Giga Drain, Heavy Slam, Phantom Force, Power Whip. That's a little unfortunate, actually, that it misses out on Anchor Shot, but it's pretty heavy, I guess. It's not crazy heavy. It's pretty heavy, though. Gyro Ball on this guy would be super fun. I know I'm leading Musharna, and then immediately switching out. This is a really good synchro route for me. Everything just benefits from, like, nothing... Delmise is, like, kinda heavy. I guess I'm comparing to Gudra in my head, who's, like, 400 kilograms, and Delmise is only 200. I'll bring Gudra. Gara's a good bring. No, not against the rock types. Honestly, Amoonguss is fine over Togue. Slowbro, there's like Armaldo and Delmise can both hit it. I don't think there's any trapping moves I have to worry about. Just have to be aware to reapply my repel. I'll be fine. I had to like yell that into my brain after I got the 124 water or underwater. Load in. There you go. All right. Leading with a Synchronize, Sassy, Musharna. All these guys would be pretty solid with it. It's not like their preferred nature, but it's generally pretty solid on all three that I have of Armaldo, Omastar, Delmise. So took a long time to get this encounter before. The underwater encounter rate is just crazy. That's a dupe. Can I run from you? I feel like I can't. Okay. Okay. It is the most common thing, but... yeah, whatever, I'll heal up. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. That's really fun, at the very least. I feel like I would have preferred Omastar, but it's a cool guy. Could be. I definitely have to switch. I was looking at you, so Phantom Force, Heavy Slam, Giga Drain, Power Whip. Sadly, its main good stab requires Zoom Lens. It's a little unfortunate. But it's really slow, so it should always be able to use Zoom Lens. I mean, it's got 3 stabs, I suppose, so its real big stab is Heavy Slam. Cool. Can I chip you? Probably with Smart Strike. Let's toss you in the calc. Delmise. 75 against my Corv. I can definitely Smart Strike this. Yeah, for sure. And there's no recoil. Anything you can just heal. Yeah. Cannot attack it anymore. Might as well burn these dive balls while I got them. Wait, how does this work? Ah. Ow! Oh my goodness! Heavy ball? Oh yeah. Do I have one? I don't. Yeah, I don't. It's just dive balls. Tossed it earlier? Did I toss it at Gudra, maybe? Must have been. Cool. Okay. No, I thought I picked up... Wait, there's timer balls in there. There's definitely timer balls in there. I caught Gudra with a timer ball, but I think I threw a heavy ball at it initially. Kind of has to be a port city. I can think of a port city from a game, but not like a notable one from actual world. There's like... Oh. Oh, this could be like Boston. Yeah, this is Boston. Singapore? Hmm. Yeah. I'll do Singapore. I like that. I'm holding on to Boston, though. That feels like a good name for someone. And Repel. I guess I'll do the full sim. So I just need to get down... Oh, I don't need Musharna anymore. Swap that one out. For probably someone fast, or I just lead Pult. It's like, I'm going for Milo next. It's probably Slowbro at this point. Lead with you. Someone's good into optionals. Yeah, I guess I'm really only catching with a couple things, so like... Chomp is a really good optional guy. And just always eat any attack. Gudra's pretty good. This is like alright. This can probably get by. Yeah, in Sutopolis it should be like pretty safe to get around at that point. It's just like the upper part here is kind of weird. Like you just have to get down. You just have to get to this dive water, right? And then you can just swim all the way to Sutopolis, basically, in the underwater part. I think that's true. Why did you load in over there? Ah, okay. Didn't think I would go that fast. Well, saw you pop in. Can I not? No. Okay, so I have to squeeze by this person. It's just right as you go up. Cool. And then I can go... I think to the right... Is there someone who walks in circles, but they won't go past this rock? I should just be safe from here, right? There's like no one on the... There's no one on the left side at all. And just go all the way to Sutopolis. Unless there's stuff underwater that I want to be looking at. There's probably scales, isn't there? Money, yeah, there's 2 scales. Okay, where am I right now? Just have to go up. Scale 1. Up here. Scale 2. There's like money, which I guess I can grab. It doesn't... money's nice, more TMs, and I'm out of King's Rock, so I have to go buy some. Just a pearl down there. Okay, and then yeah, Sutopolis. Okay. There's nothing that, like, happens here, right? It's just kind of... Like, you can't even go in the gym. I wouldn't think. So I've got a good amount of stuff to sell. Yeah, expert belt. What you got? Okay, I should probably have... I've got Ultra Balls. I've got those. I think the one thing you have to be careful of, maybe, is, like, all the doors and all the houses get locked once it becomes erratic weather. You probably have to make sure you grab the expert belt before then. You're the Psycho Shift person? Yeah. I don't think I have any Psycho Shift Pokemon. Expert belt. So true. In a house. I want to go back there. Yay. That was better than the expert belt. I do not have a Lotad. No, I don't have C-Dot. There's only like one more house. I think that was all the houses. Unless I'm mistaken. There might be more over here. I don't know if I went up here. Oh, it's probably this guy? Yeah. Cool. A sleeve. Damn. Yeah, I've got fans. Alright, any counter time, then expert belt acquired. I doesn't matter if I fish or surf. Oh, Delmise does do one thing, like getting Delmise there guarantees one route as a roamer route. Because I had one that was like guaranteed Delmise in the surfing, and that was the only thing worth getting. Where was that? Oh, it was 129. Yeah, I could have, but now it just guarantees it as a roamer route because there's only Stunfisk, Overquill, Starmie. On Feebas? It's always Feebas. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh my god, that's such a high level. You're kidding. Wait, do you even have Recover? Dude, I don't have Recover. Oh, this thing is trash. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, this thing was such like a slam dunk mon, and it was still garbage. It doesn't even get Scald, but like you get rid of Scald eventually. Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm tempted to just not even catch this, but it's a sack and I need those. Whatever, man. Yeah, like I would have been fine with no Aqua Ring. That's whatever. God. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe its stats are good. You're like Salem, bro. You're dog shit. It sucks. Okay. Go get the other two. So literally like near highest level you can encounter it. Alright. So I think what I'm doing... that really sucked. I think what I'm doing is pulling 127. If it's Sharpedo, I go for 126 right away. Because it's just Arrow or Archeops. If it's Ludi, I mean, there's no other spot to get Sharpedo later, right? I don't think. I just have to go for it. There's Sharpedo on 131. That's so far away. I think I just rip them both. And if I hit Ludi Sharpedo, then on 131 my chances for Arrow are pretty high. And that just is no longer a roamer route. Yeah, like still getting it would be like it's got to be a great Victory Road Mon. So we'll go to try to do that. Okay. So if I just pop out here onto 126, and then wait, let me double check. I'm doing 127 first. Yes. I just pop out here. There's a trainer like to my right, but I think if I just hug down here, I shouldn't get him. Yeah. And then there's a spinner as well, but I'm never getting them on screen. Okay, so now 127. Time to surf. Waiting on both of these. You're probably right. Like, I don't really need a box refill. I guess I haven't looked a ton at Seafloor Cavern, but the only thing I can really think of is, like, Ludi is a good brick breaker. Generally. But I don't know what else it really does in there. That's kind of it. And, like, I can't imagine Torpedo does too much. Yeah, delaying is really boring, but it's... Like, if I don't need these mons now, then I don't need them. That would give me... Like, it's just a question of, like, how many roamer routes do I need? Because right now I have 6. That would up me to 8. I have 6. Wait, I have 6, but it could potentially be a 7th if I hit arrow here, and then I don't go for it on 131. So I realistically have, like... If I didn't do these, I'd have 8 roamer routes. It's like, how many tries do I need at a roamer? I mean, I just have no idea what roamer I'd want yet. I can make a good assumption. I mean, Enamorous is probably #1 suspect, but... Like, Enamorous and Thunderous and Latios, yeah. Yeah, because my Pult is pretty underwhelming. Latios would be a huge box upgrade, and means I potentially never need to scale anything on my Pult. Except for the darts that it has. Like, this... Like, if I got Latios, this could potentially be a 1-scale Pult, which would save a lot of scale econ for E4. Yeah. Because Latios would be able to take over for, like, Victory Road. For this guy. Like, what would I run from for the first roamer? Because obviously you want to leave, like, a couple routes. Probably, like, 2 at the minimum. You want to leave, like, 2 roamer routes for your second roamer, I would think. So you give yourself, like, 4 or 5 on the first one. Until you get, like, 1 or 2 or 3 of the roamers that you really want. Only run from Torn Crest. Yeah. What about, like, Latios? I'd probably still take Latios. Latios isn't a super confident take for a second roamer? Or a first roamer? 3 routes to arrow. Yeah, maybe it's like... Yeah, I don't know. End up with 126 Shark and 131 Bruxish. Yeah. Yeah, it's like maybe if I just miss here, I just give up on the Arrow Dream. Or just the Rock Flyer Dream. Like, if I took Archeops, I think I would have to just suck it up and not go for Arrow. I think if I pull these 2 routes, I'm down to 7 roamer routes. Wait on these until I can pull Evergrande. Oh, for the Evergrande Ludi, and then get the guaranteed chain. Or not guaranteed, no. Likely chain. Evergrande Grass seems unimpactful. It is guaranteed. No, I can get Cloister. I can go like Cloister and then 127 Ludi and then 126 Sharpedo. No, Evergrande Ludi is not guaranteed. Oh, yeah. If I hit Ludi, then I just do the chain. I'd have to calc that fight. I'd have to calc... I don't even have the Staraptor double calced. 43% for Ludi. So basically just giving myself a 43% for Aerodactyl. Yeah. I think I just hard hold for now. And then kind of reevaluate maybe around like seafloor. Let's just go check the guys I got. Check that shitty Feebas. Expect I'll have an easy time. I kind of believe it. Yeah. Imagine if I still had Harvest Executor to go for Ludi there, finally get Harvest value. Because I'd never used it a single time. Sassy? Okay, it hit. Wait, no, I didn't even Synchro you. That's the other fucking Pokemon. Oh my god, you're so dog shit. Oh my god, you're so shit. Bro, this thing is awful. I'm not putting a scale in this. There's no way. Alright, what are you? And you hit mild? Fuck me. Oh my god. Synchro failed on this? Bro, that's still fine. That's still fine. Your defense is still pretty high, but... What an awful Surf Sim. The Cradily was alright. Or not Surf Sim, Dive Sim. Yeah, this is still pretty bad. High attack is nice. But yeah, this guy is awful. It's like, what does the base stats look like later? 3 special. Plus Spadef is like theoretically fine if it wasn't minus speed. Arrow is not an offensive rock type unless you scale Rock Slide. With Marvel Scale, this thing has an effective, like, what? It just, like, is a 50% boost to its base defense, right? So it's, like, really a 120 base defense Pokemon, roughly. Obviously accepting burnt chip. 25. Yeah, I mean, this is alright. Low special sucks, but this guy just sits there. It just... I have to scale recover to use this Pokemon ever. It literally learns 0 moves. This thing right now has 4 flex slots. It doesn't even learn Scald. Right now, I teach it Surf, Icy Wind, fucking Avalanche, and Natural Gift, or Hidden Power. Surf, Hydro. Yeah, Hydro, I guess. Smart Strike. Whatever, man. Dog shit encounter. Happy I hit... Dude, I'm so happy I hit Azhu over, like, this Feebas. Oh my god, I would have killed myself if I was rolling for Azhu back on 123, and I hit, like, this Feebas. If you could get it at this level, I don't think you could back then, but... It was, like, before hideouts. You could get it to 58. It would always have Recover if I hit it. But I think I could have hit Sharpedo. 58 gets Recover. 58 gets Dragon Pulse and Recover and Scald. And is... Well, getting Surf doesn't matter. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard box sitter for a while. Delmai's like maybe has some use, but that guy's gonna sit in the box for a long time. Honestly, like a couple of these are. I haven't used this once, I don't think. Cradily, you're kind of a hard box sitter. Should have pulled Grass for Florges, maybe. Yeah, I didn't even think about high-level Feebas missing. But, like, it was such a tight range, right? Like, it's only 9 of the levels. If you're level 65 or lower, yeah, it's literally only 9 levels that get it. So... But yeah, like, theoretically, I could have a Florges who's a good fairy type, at least in my opinion, and can actually do stuff. It naturally comes with Synth. Well, wait, do you encounter Florges or do you encounter Flababe? Because that might have the same issue. You encounter Flababe. That might be the same problem. No, it always actually comes with good moves, because of course it does. Okay, yeah, like... Yeah, it's basically just gonna be like a bulky Greninja in that sense, right? Greninja's really my only offensive water threat, and it's super frail, so... It could at least do that, but off 3 special attack, it's pretty tough. I guess now I have the Choice Specs. Choice Specs Milo can maybe do something. But it's so slow. Yeah, I don't know, like, I think that's just hindsight to say, like, oh, I should have gone for Flabebe. Because I could have just hit Petalil. And Petalil at this point, like, I don't think Lilligant or Lilligant Hisui is that good. I guess does Lilligant have... Well, can you catch Petalil at a bad level? Comes with Leaf Blade and Leaf Storm no matter what, so depending on your stats, you can always pivot to one of them. But if you catch... No, you can miss out on close combat for Lilligant Hisui if you're too high level when you catch it, so you probably don't lean for that one. Probably just go for Lilligant base, which would still be fine. Come on, it's still alright. You only ever go for Hisui if it's like pretty. You catch it under close combat range. But also, I have fighting types. I think I just go for normal Lilligant. And it always comes with Leaf Storm, no matter what. You just miss out on like Energy Ball. Yeah, it doesn't really get any tutor moves. You can't even like reteach it Energy Ball, just Magical Leaf. I remember hearing about Lilligant like popping off a lot, but I wasn't watching a ton then. This one doesn't seem good if you just catch it at the wrong level. It literally only has Leaf Blade and then Brick Break. It's pretty rough. It got 50, obviously. 33, goddamn. Alright, let's toss him in here, I guess. 126. Dude, it's crazy hitting the reverse fucking synchro, too. God, what a shit dive sim. Delmise. Zootopolis. Yeah, a strong grass type would be really neat, and one that's like solidly fast too, right? Torterra's really slow. Base 56, so like a base 90 grass type. I've not had a fast grass type ever, just at all. I mean, my grass types have been my grass types have been Torterra, Amoonguss, Eldegoss. Is that it? And Cradily. And now Delmise. And Executor. Those are all like sub 60 base speed. Maybe Eldegoss is like 70. No, they're all sub base 60 speed. Every single one. Cradily, yeah. I mean, Eldegoss, right, acts like a, theoretically, like a base 90, but, or like roughly, maybe like base 80. Yeah, all my grass types have been super, super slow, and with just how many water types you fight in the game, it would be nice to outspeed like a quarter of them even, or like a fifth. Alright, Staraptor double. Camden and Donnie? Yeah. I don't have anything else to do here. Oh, I guess I got Scales. I got the Expert Belt, which is... Oh, why was it listed here? I had it ticked off, even though I didn't have it. Because it was just in the middle of everything there. Oh, I guess I should go get... I got the two 126 scales. So now I've got 7 scales on me and 4 candies. If I beat Camden and Donnie, I get 2 more scales on 127. Where is Seafloor Cavern? It's not on 127. It's on 128? Yeah. You get 2 more scales. And then if you beat Harrison and Carly... Wait. No, that's Evergrande. 3 on 128? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I couldn't see this one through my mic arm. Okay. Yeah, 3. So I've got 7. I'll get up to 12 scales. That's really nice, but obviously you still don't really want to use them. It's only 18 in the game. Okay. And then that's kind of everything you have, like, through Juan, right? Because I don't think you can touch 132. Or how does that work? I don't know the story of the game after you beat Seafloor Cavern. Like, it's erratic weather, and I guess you have to... Do you have to head to Sky Pillar? And then, like, do the Rayquaza shit as you climb, after you climb Sky Pillar, get him to calm his children, and then after the storm, then you can fight Juan. Do Pacific Log 132. Yeah, maybe. Get the last candy there. Yeah, I should go to Abandoned Ship. Got a pretty solid team if I hit any fights. Sure my repel's on. It's on 106? Or... I don't remember where this is. Why are there Cave of Origin unused maps on here? I don't need that. The deck? 24? It's 108. Okay. Oh, right. I remember coming from this side. I think there's, like... I can be safe about this. There's no reason to be dumb. There's a girl here who faces, like, left and right. Or left and up, yeah. Go next to her. And then I'm out. Already have that heart scale. And then I think if I just hug the upper side here... Yep, just have to dodge that guy. And then there's some normal spinners. Okay. I don't know where I'm going in here. 12. I'm like, I have to get to a dive spot. Where is that? Right there? So from 115, so this underside. So just downstairs here. And then, yeah. Well, you can go around this guy. Yeah. And then the middle room. Let's see. And resurface here. Room with a little bit of water in the corner. Right here. Okay. Oh, what the hell? I think I go in this one. Yeah, you see the little flash. Okay. Water gem. Solve the puzzle? Hell no. Oh, what the heck? See? Wait, I'm getting trolled. How do I... Oh. Okay. Cool. Would have been nice to have that a bit ago. Wait, I saw the... Oh, it was over there. Okay. There? Okay. Cool. Got the others. Nothing. Oh, wait. I can do this. Oh, God. Okay. There's one, like, here. One at the bottom. Is there one on this row? Key to room 2. There's one, like, over here. I don't know if... Looking at the map... No, that's not anything. Okay. And then that gets you in here. Yay. Is there nothing else for me to get? Like, did I get Misty Explosion? I did, yeah. Misty Explosion. I still haven't gone to Shoal Cave, by the way, for, like, the final room. Skill Swap. Water Gem. Also, I think you've been using this stock, right, Jax? It just doesn't have the Dragon Gem. It's an item. I asked about it in the Discord. This dock just doesn't have it. But it's like super late game. I think it's waterfall locked. I don't remember exactly where, but... So I remember I was looking at it for something. I was like, oh man, it's unfortunate there's no Dragon Gem. Because I could use it here, and they're like, no, there is a Dragon Gem. Okay. I have this now. Cool. Okay, get me out of here. I imagine that calcing with double scanner will be pretty nice now, which is what I get to do. I didn't really calc that fight. Just kind of head calced it, the Shell Smash one. This one I do have to calc. So it's a split double, right? Birdkeeper, Camden, and Donnie. Yes, split double. Okay. Because you can get left guide super easily on this one. That's right. I should export my guys, even though they're crap. I haven't exported even my Cradley. Some of my levels are updated. I know I always have to change Gudra's ability back to Shell Armor. Okay. I should make this a Milo just so I can see it in the calc, I guess. Milotic ability, Marvel scale. Give it surf just to see if it ever does damage. Because like I have both Avalugs here. Still haven't touched that. Okay, double battle. Keeper Camden and Donnie. Alright, what am I actually looking at? So, Intim, Focus Sash, Staraptor. Turn Dual Wing Beat, Endeavor Tailwind. Tailwind, okay. And then Inner Focus Lucario, so if you want to fake anything out, it has to be Staraptor side. Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, Detect. I can't exactly use Togue to bait, because I won't really be baiting Staraptor. So I'm really low. These guys do both naturally outspeed, so I don't need Iron Ball. That's nice. The other, but with that, if I'm super low, I bait random move from Lucario. Lucario's Life Orb. What else is in the back? What side do I want to get rid of? I think theoretically, Lucario is really easy to bait, and I don't want to deal with the Focus Sash Fake Out Infernate. I would rather 2v1 that. So if I can get rid of the Staraptor side, that would be much better. Question, does Magnezone show Lucario KO? It does. If I level it, probably still does. Not level 8. Yeah, it still does. Alright. So I can't fake it out. I can't redirect it. If I outspeed the Staraptor, do I kill it? No, I can't outspeed it. Analytic only works when you move last in the entire turn, right? Yeah, if it's the last to move in a turn. So, if I'm Choice Scarf, I actually outspeed Lucario, which means it doesn't see fast KO on me. The question is just if I don't have Analytic Boost, I still kill. So, an OK opener is like Scarf Magnezone, and then I can bait something. I can bait Lucario into Aura Sphere somewhere else, and just click Spiky Shield. I have to kind of think then about, and I can be at full HP with Togue. Sadly, Togue gives kind of a mixed range to Dark Gem Hydreigon, and I don't think Magnezone is good into that. Alright. Think about, let's turn on Oko colors. Who kills Staraptor? Is Power Gem? Hold on. Wait, that could be Heat. Wait. Any Choice Specs Caracosta fans? Ignore the Intim, one tap with Power Gem, and die to Lucario? Never mind. um, it's like Galvantula. That's a little more reasonable. Yeah, I never chose KOs to Lucario. You just kind of throw a T-Bolt out and guarantee I'm level 89. You can pre-damage then for Hydreigon Dark Pulse, or no, that doesn't really work. Yeah, I could pre-damage for. Oh wait, no, I'm slower than you. Okay, never mind. I would need Choice Scarf, but if I'm Choice Scarf, then I get Vikavolt, Bug Buzz. Because if Togue is in this slot, it's not great. I had Dark Pulse Aura Sphere random with Hydreigon. It's pretty bad. Does Conk just beat Lucario without a choice item? Yes. It needs a Life Orb, but it does do it. Oh, but it's getting intimed. Maybe it does. Maybe it does it through Intim with Choice Band? No. It doesn't show any kills to anyone, though. So it can just Hammer Arm. And, like, it kills Staraptor. Oh, Staraptor's Focus Sash. I didn't even realize that. I was trying to Oko it. No, okay, I have to fake out Staraptor, which means I have to either fake out Staraptor or bait it turn 1 and then have it clank into Togue. That's really the only way I'm dealing with it. And then if that's the case, I probably want to one-tap Toxicroak or Lucario. Who can one-tap Lucario? Like Scarf Blaziken? Yeah. And this is just slow KO when I'm Scarfed. Okay, so the Magnezone thing never worked. And I do like Blaziken and overheat the Lucario because of Intim. And then just bait Staraptor to dual Wing Beat. Honestly, I could do that with Beedrill, couldn't I? Because Beedrill... Oh, it can click Return on Beedrill. Yes, it does. Thank you, LM Jax. Can Mega Pidgeot do that? Are they too slow? Oh, because of dual Wing Beat. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I want to get this side down to a 2v1, but I don't really want to kill Lucario here, but I kind of have to. Do I have to kill Lucario? I feel like I can bait it pretty well with Togue. If I lock it into like I can have Togue enter on a flash cannon. Or just use Golly to exit. Sweeping slot one's kind of tricky, yeah. Yeah, with the Focus Sash. Staraptor. And then it's like... What's killing Vikavolt that then is... I mean... Blaziken kinda can do it. Blaziken with no boost can overheat the Vikavolt and then close combat the Hydreigon. The only thing is it's a slow close combat. And the entire point was to choice lock it, otherwise it's just showing... Like, you'd have to get Blaziken in off of a pivot move. Can I set up... How much does Volt Switch do? Volt Switch does 80% to Staraptor. It'll never kill because of Focus Sash. Wait, that might work. Oh, but I'm not baiting Dual Wing Beat. Okay, if I go... Hold on. Let's scrap the Beedrill. If I lead Galvantula... Does Galv bait anything from Lucario? No. Ooh, okay. This could be cool. Wait. This could be cool. So I lead Choice Scarf, Galvantula, and normal Blaziken. Staraptor is baited into clicking Dual Wing Beat on Blaziken. And Lucario... Oh, I'm not really accounting for Lucario. No, that doesn't quite work. Who's faster between these two? It's Staraptor. That's unfortunate. I was thinking setting up a scenario where Scarf Galvantula Volt switches on Staraptor, and then I'm baiting Dual Wing Beat from it on the other slot and go to Togue, and that does the other 25% because of Barbs, and Staraptor kills itself. Because I do 78 with Volt Switch. Yeah, and I can get anyone in on my... But I just, like, I need to then also bait the Lucario properly, which means baiting it into Flash Cannon, which is really tough. Or letting it see... I could let it see Dark Pulse slow KO on Galv. That could work. Yeah, because then I'm just going Blaziken on Dark Pulse, right? Yeah. And Blaziken is just full H... Blaziken has to be full to always bait Dual Wing Beat. That's really cool. Yeah, I did something like this on the last fight. Not, like... Not as intricate as this, but, like... Having a Pokemon on the field, switching them out, and then doing a pivot move to get them right back in. To reset their tempo. I did it with Togue, and got him in the other slot. It's really, really powerful with Togue. So then how does the baiting work out? Like, what slot do I want? If I have Blaziken in slot 1, I get Hydreigon. Because I show fast KO to Vikavolt. If I ever get crit by Dark Pulse, I'm at 67%. I don't bait Hydreigon KO. That's nice. The problem is I need a boost for close combat, and the moment I click close combat... Oh, wait. Okay, if I get crit by Dark Pulse, I need to level up. I need to level up my Blaziken, which is fine. I just need to level it up. Yeah, because if I got Dark Pulse crit there, high roll crit from Dark Pulse shows Aura Sphere KOs, and they'd be fast KOs. So if I get Blaziken in slot 1, I get Hydreigon, which I think is bad, because I have to CC, and then the defense drop shows Lucario kills. So if Togue is in slot 1, I want to bait Vikavolt in which requires being Iron Ball. And it means off the dual wing beat, min rolls, I have to get down to 46%. Actually, I don't even need to get down to 46%. I just need to get down to 55, because I'm going to fast kill this next turn. So, Chicken in slot 1, Galvin slot 2, Togen slot 1. Yeah. This also resets the Intim for Blaziken, doing the quick pivot. And then bait in Vikavolt. Don't really care what it sees. Toke cannot fake out Lucario. Yeah. So the problem with this is as you go down the line, I think eventually I just have to find some way to hard switch on this Hydreigon in the Toge slot between Dark Pulse or a Sphere. And I have to eat a Dark Gem, Dark Pulse. It's pretty tough. Because I have to be at like 50% to bait out Vikavolt. Wait, am I even slower with Iron Ball? Barely. Okay. Yeah, just barely. Do I KO this with no boost? Oh, I do, at 89. That's nice. I wish I could be Scarfed, but I just kind of can't. Because I need to click 2 different moves. Need to click Overheat first. Maybe I switch Toge out instead of Spiky Shielding. Because I'm already baiting random move Lucario. So I need like a reset. Because I'm switching into Dark Pulse, and then I have to be under 55% off that Dark Pulse. Or not Dark Pulse, Dual Wing Beat. Which means I'm pretty likely to bait Dark Pulse Lucario. Right, there's not really any way I can control that. And I don't want Citrus Berry. I don't even want Oran Berry. I need Iron Ball. Like, I can protect for a turn, but that would mean taking double random fighting or dark move the next turn, so I feel like I need to pivot to get the tempo for the turn after. That way, I have a better bait for Hydreigon and Lucario combined. But it's like, who can take this? It kind of has to be a protector, and that means it has to be Torkoal. Yeah. Because theoretically, once I get down to the 2v1... So I'm not even going to be protecting with Toge. Yeah. Because it's Dark Pulse Aura Sphere here, and then my swap to Torkoal after would have to take both of these attacks, and that's just way too much damage for Torkoal. Way too much damage variance as well. So I'd rather swap on turn 2, because I can't fake out Lucario. Alright, so I need... Alright. Blaziken, Galvantula, Togedemaru, Torkoal. And I think Torkoal does it just like no berry Torkoal. It always takes Dark Pulse and then It takes either attack from Lucario and continues to bait it properly, which is the important part. And then I protect that turn on baiting double attacks from either it's triple random move Lucario and it's like triple random move Hydreigon, but Torkoal eats them both because no one sees KOs on Blaziken, even if I got crit by Dark Pulse on entry. Wait, why was I baiting Dark Pulse again? Just to control Lucario, right? Yeah. Because otherwise it's Aura Sphere into this slot where I'm going Togue. Yeah, so I need a pre-damage Galv. Okay. Blaziken, I don't even know what item it gets. It doesn't need a boost to kill... It doesn't want a choice item. It doesn't want Life Orb, because it'll hurt itself into damage ranges. It doesn't even really need an item. I'll think about it. Maybe later it wants something. Galvantula gets Choice Scarf. Togue gets Iron Ball. Torkoal... Like, I don't even think Torkoal gets an item. Because if it gets hit by Dark Pulse on entry, and then Well... I guess if it gets low roll Aura Sphered to 39, then it heals back up to like 65, and that's not guaranteeing Lucario attack. Yeah. The one problem is like after like it gets to a 2v1 with Lucario with Blaziken and Torkoal in the field, and because I'm CC dropping my Blaziken, Lucario can just attack either slot. But it should always be like Aura Sphere into the Blaziken slot and then like triple random. What if I'm leftovers Torkoal? Is that enough like passive healing? That might be enough passive healing, because this is always Dark Pulse or Aura Sphere. If it's a Dark Pulse min roll, I'm left at 59. I heal up to 65. I protect. No, 65 is even too much. What if I'm a Assault-Vest Torkoal? I would need to be like pre-damaged. Yeah, I take way too little damage at that point. Yeah, that doesn't work. Assault-Vest is nothing. Yeah, like, there's no item that Torkoal wants here, I don't think. This does leave me only 2 slots in the back, but just thinking about it, like, if I'm only baiting Aura Sphere on this side, like, even after a CC drop, I can just go Beedrill. I'm never baiting these other moves. It's always Aura Sphere. I can go Beedrill on that. And then this one is a bit tougher because it's like triple random move, but I could go Conk, I think? No. Oh, I can go Golisopod to exit. I honestly thought that these ranges would be way wider. I didn't think Golisopod would be able to exit on this. That's really surprising. I guess these are both resisted, and then this one is non-stab. The damage percent is still pretty high. You can't really set up a double exit, because if you get crit, you're owned. But for a... Oh, but then I'm out of slots. Unless I go back to Galv? Wait, that'd be heat. Finish the fight with Beedrill and Choice Scarf Galvantula? Hold on. I mean, one side is just getting faked out each turn. But like, Beedrill does 80% to Toxicroak. Galvantula does the other percent. Could even Volt Switch. And then Ape, Beedrill outspeeds, does almost just kills it. Oh my god, its Fake Out does so much. Fuck you. And I'm showing kill, so it would go for it. Oh, but it's also seeing kill. Why is that Fake Out so strong? But yeah, I think I can just do Golisopod Beedrill, and I'm pretty sure it'll work out. Unless, like... I can get so... Yeah. It's like, if the Blaziken slot gets attacked, it's with Aura Sphere, which does this much damage. 25%. I guess my defense is really low. Damn. Maybe this isn't Beedrill. Is this ever like... Is this just Pult? Might just be Pult to like... Life Orb Draco? Or Life Orb Shadow Ball? It starts to 62 Infernape fast and can't be faked out. Doesn't eat the Aura. That's probably better, honestly. Instead of Beedrill. Do the damage ranges work out for Life Orb Pult? It could be like Choice Specs or Choice Band Pult. No matter what I bring in, they should be able to kill Lucario. I'm not worried about that part. Yeah, Lucario's like hurting itself as well. It's at like 80%. But Toxicroak doesn't have a Sucker Punch. That's the only thing I would have to be fearful of. So is this always going to fake out Galv? I guess that's a little scary because Galv is pre-damaged. So it's going to take 2 fake outs. Yeah, it would be taking 2 fake outs. So unless I pivoted on one of the fake outs to Togue, that's not bad. Because then Togue will bait Infernape kills, and Dragapult can just darts it. I think this endgame is workable. I just have to get there. Yeah, I don't think Torkoal gets an item, and I don't think Blaziken even gets an item. There's just nothing that it really helps to have. Golisopod, Dragapult. I don't think Golisopod gets an item either. And then it's like, Dragapult probably gets Choice Band, if I'm being honest. It's only ever... it doesn't do a ton of damage to Lucario. So maybe Life Orb, so it can Shadow Ball it. Yeah. Lucario's taking like 20% from Life Orb, because it's hitting my Blaziken, and then it's hitting my Torkoal. And I think that's it. And it's potentially hitting... Wait, the Golisopod exit never works. Because it might not attack that slot. It could just attack the other slot. Unless I'm giving it... No, but when I CC drop, it can see KO on me. For sure. Yeah, definitely. Okay, Golisopod doesn't work. And if Torkoal is like low enough for Dark Pulse, I can't go Dragapult. I can't even. It has to be Aura Sphere. But if I went like D-Knight, it gets slammed by Flash Cannon. Beedrill just barely lives Flash Cannon. But it would have to U-turn. And I don't know what move it's taking. If I went Garchomp, the ultimate wall doesn't outspeed. I could make it Scarfed, and I don't want to EQ, so I'd have to just Dual Chop. Scarf Dual Chop. I outspeed everything. I'd be showing fast KOs, so they would always fake out Garchomp's side. Whereas, like, I don't think Beedrill necessarily shows KOs. Yeah, Beedrill doesn't show a Toxicroak KO. And it just barely shows an Infernape KO. So that would be a random fake out slot. I think that works, though. I think instead of Dragapult, I go... Garchomp with Choice Scarf and lock myself into Dual Chop. Garchomp, Choice Scarf, and Beedrillite. So... Garchomp, Beedrill. Slot is like... it's Blaziken slot 1, but then it immediately becomes Blaziken slot 2. So it's... Pivot, Togedemaru, and Volt Switch to Blaziken on Staraptor. And then Staraptor dies, and Togue with Iron Ball, pre-damaged, baits in Vikavolt. I'll figure out the HP later, but it works. It's not that hard, I'll figure it out now. Blaziken does not want to be pre-damaged at all. It does... I do need to bring Blaziken up to 89. It's important. Togue can still be its current level. And then Galvantula is going to be pre-damaged to control Lucario's action. I'm going to give it a slow kill. It doesn't see anything on full HP Blaziken. But if I put Galv... So Galvantula needs to be at 110. And then Togedemaru needs to be at 36 plus 105, so 141. The B. Yeah, I think Beedrill works. It's just Beedrill Garchomp duoing at the end. Beedrill and Scarf Garchomp. I had to spam Dual Chop. Does it work? Maybe it doesn't. The B. Or just sees the B in the box and goes the B. Yeah, because Toxicroak won't fake out Beedrill. It'll have to fake out Garchomp, which is fine. Take like no damage. Let me fact check that. 64% from Aura Sphere crit. Then 13 puts me at like 78% down. Yeah, Garchomp does not die to triple crit from Aura Sphere plus 2 fake outs. My guy's a fucking goat. And Dry Skin doesn't affect me. Yeah, it's just like water moves. It doesn't, it's not like a, yeah, contact thing. So that's Toge HP. Torkoal I don't think wants to be pre-damaged at all. Because it's just going to take a Dark Pulse or Aura Sphere. If it takes either, it always keeps baiting Lucario. And if it takes either, it always keeps baiting Hydreigon. So that's fine. Let Pult eat T-Bolt and 2 Muddy Waters. Eating the Muddy Waters is crazy, man. I was so mad when I saw that. Your body's so stupid. Infiltrator is going to be useful for this upcoming stretch of the game, maybe. But, like, not really, because you still just need to get rid of Veil. I don't think I pre-damage anyone else. I think that's it. So yeah, it's Togen slot 1 baiting Vikavolt in, and then Blaziken in slot 2. So I have to really not get left guide here. No, I'm just playing. I don't know if I'm trying to get to Evergrande. Like, I might look at the fight, and if it looks really, really easy, and I can Galcan in like 15 minutes, then maybe. I do not think I am doing any more encounters today. Unless you immediately get access to the Seafloor Cavern encounter. Because I'm pulling floor 1. I just don't know how the area looks. Like, there's entrance, and then there's 1 through 5. I'm pulling 1 through 5. This pool is really, really good for me. Maybe I get there. I'm not, like, playing until... I'm not playing, like, all day, I don't think. I'll probably play for a couple more hours. If I get to Seafloor Cavern, that would be nice. But it might just be pushing that Evergrande fight off. If I don't plan on taking the encounter and balling out for Arrow. So Toge cannot fake out Lucario, but I can Spiky... No, wait. I don't Spiky Shield. I pivot. Toge is just here to eat the dual Wing Beat and then bait Lucario. And also bait Vikavolt in. I just pivot Torkoal. And then overheat the Vikavolt and 1-tap it. And then it's Hydreigon in. And Torkoal clicks Protect, while I click Close Combat on Hydreigon. And then it's a 2v1. Lucario can target either side. It either targets Torkoal with, like, pseudo triple random move depending. Like I'll find out in the fight if it's random or if it's just Aura Sphere, but I'm always just going Garchomp. So the Torkoal side, I pivot Garchomp because it can always take the attack. And then on this side, it's only ever Aura Sphere if it targets there, so I go Beedrill. And then I click Dual Chop and I guess Drill Run. So Garchomp Dual Chop barely does any damage to this Lucario, but Drill Run does the rest. Honestly, Drill Run is probably just enough. Then Toxicroak will not see any KOs, so it'll just fake out. But Garchomp is showing it's showing fast Earthquake KO, so it has to fake out Garchomp because it's blocking a fast KO. It's like plus 20 or something, right? So I Drill Run again for 80%, and then I Dual Chop for the rest because I'm choice locked. And then Infernape comes in. Honestly, does it go in that order? So it's baiting off slot 2. Yeah, it does go in that order. Because I'm barely showing KO to Infernape with one roll. Wait, no. But, no, it goes Infernape first. It goes Infernape, and it's going to fake out either slot. Beedrill taking a fake out is fine. Infernape, or Garchomp taking the fake out is fine. And if it doesn't fake out, my Garchomp is faster and helps finish. So we just KO quick. It doesn't have any prio. So yeah, it's actually going to be Infernape out first because it sees slow KO while I'm not killing it. So Dual Chop, Drill Run, and then Infernape in. I barely. I think your team is really bad. No, he's really enjoying himself. Can't you tell? So yeah, I kind of just Dual Chop, Drill Run, spam for the rest of the fight, and no matter what happens, Dual Chop, Drill Run, spam for the rest. Like, no matter what happens, nothing bad can happen. I don't believe. I can't get to a point where like Toxicroak sees Fake Out kill. I don't think on Beedrill. Crit here is 24%, 68%, 32 damage. Yeah, it wouldn't see like Fake Out kill, and I'm not showing kill with Beedrill, so it won't fake out Beedrill. It'll always fake out Garchomp and just chip itself, and honestly the Drill Run might KO it. Alright, I think we're good. Like, that's kind of it. There's not much else to write out. It's just that I just spam the 2 moves. I'm getting good value from keeping Drill Run, I guess, on just a really fast Mon. I think Dragapult would also work. Would Dragapult be technically safer? No, but Dragapult, like, needs a choice item in order to really help out. Like, I don't know if they kill Lucario in time with Dual Chop, Shadow Ball. Yeah, they don't. Maybe if it's Lord, but I'd rather just use the B. My Dragapult's kind of a bum. So the only thing I'm sacrificing here is Blaziken levels, but that's fine. It gets me a really cool turn 1 and turn 2. Togue. Oracle. Or Chumpy. I have Blaziken at 89 here. Yeah. I don't need to touch Togue levels. It's like barely on the field. I never needed a Blaziken item. Is there one I want to give? I don't even... Like, I guess I can give it Citrus, but it really doesn't matter. That's like backup scenario. It having an item doesn't affect anything. You need... Okay, so I have to... How does this work? Wait, I don't have a flyer. So if I... So when you have double scanner, you have to, like, have only one in your inventory or something. So that way you can actually trade them, because I need 2 choice scarves right now. So then if I equip the choice scarf, yeah, grab the other choice scarf. Okay. Togue needs Iron Ball. You don't really need an item. You need the other choice scarf, and you're the wrong Pokemon. Alright, just pre-damage. Galvantula to bait Lucario's slow KO. And Togue, so that way after dual wing beat, I get Vikavolt in, and I bait Lucario with 2 attacks. Yes, no other pre-damage. So slot 2 to 110. Slot 3 to 141. Alright. Goodbye for now, Trails music. So do people, like, know how to avoid left side bug on this one? I feel like because it's pretty common, probably impossible. What happens if you just, like, save and restart your game, like, in the route? Yeah, just save. So if it needs to be Staraptor first. My fight does not work at all if it is Lucario in slot 1. Okay. I think that's incorrect. Yeah, I think I got the bug. Because the girl talked... Wait, no, maybe not? No, yeah. I got the bug. Yeah. Okay. It needs to be the guy to talk to me first. There's nothing where, like, going closer to him makes that happen. Waiting for reload. Nope. I have to, like, set the... There's no trainers here near me, right? I feel like there are. Swap my leads. Can I? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. I just have to swap how I'm reading my notes. Yeah. Holy, load the image. Oh my goodness. Yeah, slots only matter for spread bug, correct. There's a spinner near here. Where's the rock? Okay. Yeah, I'll just I'll swap them and then it's gonna be normal here. Watch. Okay, no, this is fine. Yeah, it only matters for spread bug stuff if you're doing that here, which I could see. Right, there's a lot of earthquakeable guys, so. But also the other side is levitate guys, so it would have to be like. It would have to be Mold Breaker. Okay, Lucario slot 1 is fine, it's just gonna be weird. So. We Volt Switch. Or Choice Scarf. Good. Outspeed everything on the field. Volt Switch on Staraptor. And pivot to Togedemaru. We're baiting Dual Wing Beat into Blaziken and Dark Pulse into Galvantula. Really high roll. I'm only gonna take... Wait. Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm only gonna take 1 Dual Wing Beat. Oh, fuck. I had to pre-damage for just 1. Fuck. I'm only taking like 18 damage on Togue here. I dropped to 123. Oh, that'll still bait Vikavolt. Okay. Thank God I damaged for the mineral. Holy... And I don't care what I'm baiting from Vikavolt after, because it's just gonna die. Oh my god. I almost got early Hydreigon. Which maybe would have been steerable, but still really rough. No, I'm... No, but I'm switching this turn. I'm not clicking Spiky Shield. I would have to steer to something like that, yeah. For sure. Yeah, no, it would be fixable, because then I Spiky Shield, and I... No, but then... Then the issue is Lucario can see kills off my CC drop on Blaziken. Depending on the roll that I just took from that Dark Pulse, which wasn't that bad. I only took 48. It probably would have been workable. Okay. We are fine, though. overheat the Vikavolt. And now pivot to Torkoal. This is way more likely Aura Sphere, yeah, because I only took the one dual wing beat. It's fine. It's a lot of damage, but it's fine. I rolled really high. It's just a raw triple random move on the Torkoal slot. Crazy Cry. Now Hydreigon. Close combat. Protect. Okay. All good. So now I go Beedrill Garchomp. Yeah. I go Beedrill Garchomp. Beedrill Garchomp. Okay. Now I just kind of spam these moves until I win. Garchomp did get crit by that attack, so I think it's always chill. Oh, this bait is going to be different now. It'll just go in order. It'll go Toxicroak first. But I don't think it changes anything. It has to fake out Garchomp here. Wait, it's still... Oh no, Ape has Sash. Of course. It can fake out either guy. That's fine. Okay. And it'll die because it faked out Garchomp. Actually, this might be a range. Okay. I think it still just barely was. Yeah. And now it's just one more fake out. Probably into Chomp again. Oh, into B. The fuck item do you have? Oh, okay. No, B was never dead. It takes 40% from Toxicroak and 43 from Infernape. If it took the Aura Sphere coming in, I think I do have to potentially pivot. But the pivot would always just be to Togue, and then I fake out the Infernape or the Toxicroak for a turn while Garchomp keeps hitting it. Why is he Black Sludge? He should be like... What's the one that prevents super effective psychic moves? Ayapa. Anyway, shout out Choice Scarf Galvantula. So... Pataya, yeah. Was that Staraptor a Galv kill or a Togue kill? Because, like, Togue killed it. But I kind of want to give it to Galv. Yeah, I'm giving that one to Galv. It hits it to 20. Galv got Staraptor, Blaziken got 2. And then I didn't really see, like, I was kind of zoned out. I assume Beedrill got the Lucario because it goes first. And then I think Garchomp got the last two. Oh no, Beedrill got the Infernape. And then Garchomp got the Toxicroak. Yeah. Yeah, that's a +1 Galv. It makes it, made it red, which we like. It made it red before Dragapult. I mean, I've had Galv for much longer, but better Pokemon than Dragapult? Thoughts? Yeah, 20 on Galv. What else we got? We got 26 on Greninja. 17 on Escavalier. Pidgeot at 13. I still feel like Pidgeot should be higher, but I just haven't had it that long. Your Gren has 3? Oh my god. Oh, 8. That's still really low. This mon is so good. That's so unfortunate. Is it what? It's timid? Because I know yours is plus speed. Timid or jolly? Oh, got no IVs. I see. Yeah, my Gren, especially after that speed scale, just looks insane. I don't have a fly trainer or Flymon. The door? Holy. Yeah, yours, like, hasn't spent any scales, but... or any investment. Like, look at this guy. After the speeds... because the speed was at 16 before. It was still really good, and now it's insane. So awesome. I mean, hey, at least I, like, this could have been Prim, right? Imagine I hit the naughty Prim. That would have been tough. Right, so there's the Pinsirite fight. I don't think I care about. I don't care about the Benetite. And then there's this one blocking Evergrande. Samurott. Why are my images struggling to load in? Oh my gosh. What's your XP? Pretty close. Probably not really usable at 86 anymore. Same with you. You're pretty close to cap. Just have to be aware of that. Alright, so. How bad is this fight? Double battle again, but split double, right? Yeah. Ampersand. Okay. Depolt lead. Like, surely. Bolt needs Life Orb for the Zam. I could also, instead of Bolt, I mean, it would need to be something very specific, but I could do something like Choice Scarf Urshifu, or maybe Choice Band Conk? No, not quite. Scarf Blaziken would also work. But then obviously you're locked in and a little tough. You'd rather it be Beedrill. So if I have B in slot 1, or Pult in slot 1, with Life Orb, because I need Life Orb for Zam, I bait in Decidueye? Yes? Yeah, because I scare off Typhlosion. Baiting a Decidueye is fine, because Beedrill can beat that. But the question is, do I still want Beedrill on the field? Because it can't U-turn KO it, it's gotta be Poison Jab. And Beedrill, if it's still there, in slot 2, probably baits Volcarona Heatwave. Okay, no, we don't want to keep Beedrill in. So, if I go back to Pult slot 2 and U-turn to Urshifu, I think there's something here. Pult in slot 2 will bait in Lapras for Blizzard KO. Yeah. And Urshifu in slot 1 will bait in Typhlosion for fast KO. Fire Blast. Urshifu then, without any item, so I guess the question is, Dragapult cannot one-tap Typhlosion. Not in one turn. So that's not great. And Dragapult doesn't really do anything about Lapras, so you need a Pokemon there to... Yeah, so... And I have to click darts here. Clicking darts here is fine. I guess one thing is, if I'm clicking Phantom Force, I'm not getting hit by the Blizzard. So, what if I, instead of Urshifu, went Blaziken? Blaziken outspeeds Lapras, and with Choice Band, because my Life Orb's already committed, or with Expert Belt? No, not quite. So is Expert Belt just a 20% boost? Yeah, okay. Rounds earlier in the calc? Weird. Okay. So I think Choice Band, Blaziken. Oh, wait, no. No, I almost just said Choice Band, Blaziken clicks Detect. Oh, is there no other boost I can give? So that way I KO Lapras. I need Life Orb, because Black Belt doesn't do it. But Dragapult needs Life Orb for Alakazam. Oh, that's so screwed. Damn, it's right there. Because then I just click Phantom Force onto Typhlosion. I dodge the Blizzard, and I protect on the Blizzard. And then I fast KO the Typhlosion before it attacks Blaziken. And then Blaziken KOs Lapras before the Blizzard goes off. Like, it's right there. Also, yeah, Blaziken should bait in Typhlosion. Because I should... Yeah, it would bait in Typhlosion. Oh, it's so close. There's no other way for me to boost my damage. What about on Bolt? There's no way for me to boost my Dragon Dart's damage. Enough? Like, Dragon Fang won't do it. Nope. Okay, what if I just go Togue? Togue without Iron Ball. No, it needs to be Iron Ball, though. It needs to be Iron Ball, but then I bait out to Decidueye. And that doesn't work. I can't bait out to Decidueye. Because it has to be Iron Ball, so that way Lapras sees bait into it. Who's faster? You're way faster. Who KOs Lapras? Urshifu does. The problem is Urshifu doesn't bait in Typhlosion. Or does it? No, but I need to stall the turn. Yeah, and I'm always baiting Fire Blast. So I can't Golisopod loop on that quickly. I guess I could just Sucker Punch Typhlosion. But then I'm open to whatever Lapras does. And if it doesn't see a KO, it could click fucking Sheer Cold, probably. Who knows? Yeah, I'm kind of just letting Lapras do whatever it wants. If I don't fake it out. If I go Gren, do I ever still bait out Typhlosion? No, I'm faster than it. I just get Decidueye. Gren also doesn't... Blaziken would be so perfect if I didn't need... There's no way for me to boost my damage at all. Because Expert Belt just isn't enough. I'm already level 89. Man, it's really close. Scarf Garchomp doesn't outspeed this and also doesn't kill. there a world I go Delmise? No. The Toad problem is I need to be... Yeah, I need to be Life Orb to bait Lapras attack, but be... Or not Life Orb, Iron Ball. Does Lagging Tail fix that? Or no? Like, I have no idea how Lagging Tail interacts with AI baiting. I'm always so scared about it to use it. I feel like no one really knows or, like, bothers to mess with it. Does not know how Lagging Tail works when you hold it? Okay. I thought it might. So then it would see, like, kills as fast kills. So yeah, I would need to be Iron Ball Toad, and I get Decidueye. Is that still workable, maybe? Because I can 2-tap Decidueye. No, but I'm not clicking Phantom Force, and I'm just... Well, I'm baiting Scald from Lapras. And it won't click Tailwind as long as it sees a fast KO, which it does on Toad. I could just darts the Decidueye twice and then switch out on a Scald. I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. So I U-turn to Toad, and then Toad clicks Spiky Shield, baiting... It's Iron Ball Toad, baiting Scald, and attack from Decidueye. It doesn't matter. Since I almost just fucked this up last fight... Okay, there is a world where I kill Decidueye a turn early with darts. So maybe Draco would do it too. And Shadow Ball plus darts is not enough damage on Decidueye. That's really annoying, because if I kill Decidueye a turn early, it kind of fucks up my tempo. Because the goal is to exit with Golisopod on the Scald. Oh wait, but Typhlosion is going to see fast KO on that slot too. And I'm not one-tapping it with a one-turn move. Maybe that doesn't quite work. What if I leave the Samurott? No, its moves kind of suck to keep baiting with. Killing it is probably better. You don't want to leave the Zam. Its moves are also annoying to bait with. Kind of have to field wipe turn 1. So Golisopod First Impression can one-tap Samurott instead of Beedrill, but then you're not really getting an exit. You're stuck with Golisopod on the field. If Golly is in slot and your choice band first impression, maybe I can be lower than that. Maybe I can just be like Life Orb. But I need Life Orb on Dragapult. And just be like Expert Belt. No. Oh my god. I don't know that this line even works out later, but like, come on, man. I'd be baiting Fire Blast Typhlosion, probably. It's not great. U-turn is just so strong here. I feel like I have to play into that. Like, can I ever get Beedrill back in? Honestly, yeah. I could just get Beedrill back in on turn 2. All the slots are baited into Togue with single targets. Because it's Decidueye and Lapras Scald. And I get in undamaged. So on turn 2, I just switch Beedrill back in. Lapras still sees Scald KO on Golisopod. And I just Poison Jab the Decidueye. It can't be U-turn, sadly. But then I'm kind of stuck on the field with this really annoying Typhlosion, who can definitely Heat Wave on Togue. So I guess on that turn I have to... I think this works. I have to pivot on Scald to something that can come in and fast one-shot the Typhlosion. That could be like pre-tox Barraskewda? Yeah. But then my baiting is really bad on Lapras. Oh, but I bait Freeze Dry. KO. Interesting. After Scald. Okay. Can I flip turn KO Typhlosion? Maybe with Choice Band? Ah, not quite. If I stay in, I'm just dead. And Beedrill is not baiting Lapras. No. I mean, okay, so Beedrill is faster. Wait, are they speed tied? Oh my god, they're speed tied. That could be so bad. Oh, these two being speed tied is so bad. I didn't know that. Is my Barra leveled up in game? It might not be. Probably is though, yeah. So if these two are speed tied, maybe I can get to a spot. No, crit can just always KO. So the problem is, like, I could set up a double pivot, but well, I guess Beedrill can never KO with its U-turn. The problem is sometimes... Well, no, the U-turn just clanks into Lapras instead. So I still get the double pivot. That's always fine. I just sometimes get inconsequential chip on Lapras. The thing is, I have to take a Freeze Dry. Skewda always... Yeah, I'll get the kill on Typhlosion. Typhlosion doesn't have, like, Protect. It does, but it'll also see KO, so it can't go for it. So that's fine. So, turn... Okay, so... Turn 1, I Field Wipe and I go Togue. Togue is baiting Toga Iron Ball baits Decidueye and Lapras, I Spiky Shield as I pivot to Beedrill on the Dragapult side. Beedrill in slot 2 then KOs Decidueye as I pivot on... I pivot Toga out for Barraskewda on Lapras Scald. I can be pre-tox so I don't get burned. Then Lapras will always see Freeze Dry KO on Skewda. I guess I'm just running with the assumption of the AI that they will never go for the sheer, like the Oko option, as long as they see KO with a normal move. Similar to, like, Explosion. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I do need some kind of damage boost on this, so that way I guarantee the Typhlosion KO. I'm doing 14%, so I'm doing... It's at 221. The flip turn is. If I'm choice banned, this does 234, and my life orb is already committed, so I have to be choice banned. That's fine. That's my first choice item. So I flip turn. These guys are speed tied, but no matter what, I'll get both exits. And the attack is always freeze dry into the Barraskewda slot, who's in slot 1. So slot 2 can go to whatever I want it to be, and slot 1 is taking a freeze dry. And I can just set up my 2v1 position. So I can bring in, like, Dragapult, or just bring in Urshifu, honestly. But Urshifu can't go in slot 1, because it's freeze... No, wait, I'm not... Well, I want Urshifu in undamaged, because Freeze Dry can freeze. Yeah. So Urshifu goes on the Beedrill side. I don't want it to take a Freeze Dry, I don't think. Oh, this guy isn't even Focus Sash. I thought every Volcarona just kind of had to be Focus Sash by default, honestly. And then as so I can go to, like, literally whatever, and then as I KO Lapras with Urshifu, I switch my slot 1 back to Beedrill. And then Beedrill plus Urshifu KOs Volcarona, because 72% plus 46%. And I don't even need an item on Urshifu, I can give it a Citrus. Or like a... Yeah. So this just needs to be like a Nothing Burger slot that can eat a Scald. That can be Goodra. It's a really good backup, no matter what. Or I guess it's freeze dry, but yeah, it can take it. And then just always pivot out. This one doesn't need to do anything. I can give it a Lum as backup. Alright, I need to write it out. There's like barely any pre-damage. But there's still a little. Need to be careful. Harley and Harrison. Split double. Oops, I had all caps on. So it's Beedrill, Dragapult. Toad can stay the level it's at. No, let's go ahead and level it up. because it's really close to leveling. And I don't want it to get XP mid-fight and mess up its baiting. Togedemaru, level 87. Fine with that. Periscuda, Gudra, Urshifu. Items are obviously Beedrillite. Dragapult needed the Life Orb. Togue needs the Iron Ball. Periscuda needed Choice Band. Gudra gets a Lum. And then Urshifu honestly didn't need anything. It can just get a Citrus. 3 damage? I don't need pre-damage for the opener. I just need Togue pre-damage. Does Pult even bait in? I might... Oh no, Pult doesn't need... No, yeah. Because the Life Orb tick is going to bait in Lapras slow kill. Just barely. So I just need Togue to be at level 87, 118. Yes. And I don't think anyone else needs to be pre-damaged. Barrascuda needs to be pre-toxed. That's it. Because it's raw switching into a Lapras Scald and cannot get burned. Water Absorb doesn't pull, right? That's Storm Drain. Yeah, Storm Drain is the one that pulls water moves. Alright, so turn 1 is Mega and U-turn to Togedemaru on Samurott. And Dragon Darts Alakazam. Slot 1 is Decidueye in. And slot 2 is Lapras in. Togue just clicks Spiky Shield. That is how you spell it. And I just pivot to Beedrill. Turn 3 is pivot Barrascuda on Scald, and fast KO the Decidueye with Poison Jab. And then that brings in Typhlosion. And then we just double pivot on Typhlosion, so flip turn to Gudra on Typhlosion, and U-turn to Urshifu on Typhlosion. And then it's a 2v1. And the only attack that's getting taken is Gudra is taking a Freeze Dry from Lapras. Yes, okay. My guys are speed tied, but it doesn't matter. Gudra is just there to eat the attack. And then I pivot back to Beedrill, or Dragapult. Doesn't really matter. And I fast, close combat, Lapras. And then it's Volcarona in. It's just Poison Jab and Sucker Punch, and it'll die. Is it guaranteed to go for an attack? It should be. It doesn't always attack against Urshifu. I need to pre-damage my Beedrill to make sure that it does always go for Heat Wave. Interesting. Because if it Quiver Dances, I mean, I just kill it with Sucker the next turn, but, you know. Wait. No, why does this say guaranteed to Heat Wave instead of Quiver Dance? It should have Quiver Dance chance, right? I think I'm, like, ready, but I'm just, like, I'm looking at the calc, and it says, like, 100% Heat Wave, but it's not a guaranteed kill on Beedrill. And I don't have kills on it. Oh, I'm showing fast 2-hit KO. Of course. Yeah. But then against Urshifu, so if it... I think I still need to pre-damage. Because if it rolls a non-killing roll onto Beedrill, then it could go for a setup move against Urshifu, and then my Sucker fails. Whereas if I just always pre-damage for this, it's fine. So Beedrill at 228. And that doesn't affect anything earlier. I mean, it's only on the field for this, like, opening turn where nothing can hit it. And then it comes back in on nothing. And it never baits anything from Lapras. So. Alright, yeah, that should be good. I mean, I'm always scared of a double inherently, but... This fight was only as hard as it was, or it took like an extra 15 minutes because my Dragapult is so bad it needed Life Orb, and then I couldn't give Life Orb to my Blaziken. I am going to level up my Toad. Just for consistency. Scuda. So, is there anything about Oko moves in here? There isn't. That's lovely. I'm running with the assumption that as long as I am showing a Pokemon a KO, a guaranteed KO with an attack, it cannot use an Oko move like Sheer Cold. And I think that's a pretty safe assumption. It would be kind of fucking bogus otherwise, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna candy you once, because you're really close. So you need a Lorb. I need Choice Band. Your Lum just its backup, honestly. Same with your Citrus. I don't really need it to have Citrus. So do I now have one Choice Scarf, one Choice Band? Yeah. I gave it the band, right? Yeah. Scarf. Scarf Scudo would be kind of dumb. Alright. So, pre-damage. Do this here. It's fine. Slot 1 to 228. Slot 3 to 118. Detox slot 4. Could also be pre-freeze, I think. Doesn't matter though. If I hit an optional, I'd rather not be pre-freeze. So I have to go on to 127 and then 128 and then go right. Got it. Scene correct. Select dot. Yeah, I'll pull up the map. This part's easy. The next route, I just kind of no. This next route's easy. I can go get the 1 heart scale as well. Is there anything underwater in 127? Come on. There is a heart scale. Cool. It's in like the middle ravine. There's like literally no optional trainers that you can hit on this route. There's these guys up here guarding the Mega Stone. Heart scale. And then if I just go down here, like all the way at the bottom here. Oh, that's 128. Same. Oh, is it this rock? Cool. There's nothing underwater 128. Well, what's number 84? Underwater seafloor cavern? What? Weird. 128 is where I need to dodge, guys. Okay. There's some heart scales I can get, though. This is Seafloor Cavern. There's a heart scale right here. Whoa, you swim in a really big circle. Okay. I couldn't see him through the text, the heart scale text. I need to go up past him. There's a guy right here. He just spins around. He doesn't walk. Okay. Then there's one on this rock. Yep. There's a girl that walks left and right here. But I'm above her, currently. Yep. And then this is who I'm fighting. Harrison and Carly. Okay. tag off all those heart scales I got. Bang, bang, bang. 12 in my inventory. Oh my gosh. Alright. So, Meteorite 228 to bait Heatwave Volcarona. Life Orb Pulse. Yep. Iron Ball Togue at 118. Iron Ball Togue doesn't outspeed Decidueye, right? No. No. Okay. Choice Band Barraskewed. Retox. Lum, you just kind of eat one attack. Citrus. Did I get left guide? Again? Shouldn't this be... It should be Samurott slot 1. That is not Samurott slot 1. Okay. I pressed Control R on my calc. Can I just swap the slots? I think so. There's no reason why I can't. Guess it's good I saved right in front of it. I didn't realize this one was susceptible. I'm pretty sure I can just swap the slots and it doesn't matter. I'm not using any spread bugs or anything. Yeah, it shouldn't affect anything after. And there's no thing where, like, my slots affect my speed tie order. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. And if it was, I didn't even plan for it, so... Try that again. Yeah, because it should be Carly and Harrison, and that was not... That was Harrison and Carly. So... Yeah, Polton slot 1 is fine. It puts Togue in slot 2. If Samurott is slot... I need my Togue slot to match my Samurott slot, which means I need Beedrill to match Samurott. Okay, yeah, this will be fine. B slot matches Samurott. All good. So Wait, did I ever think about this? Okay, I didn't, but it worked out. Maybe I passively knew that Beedrill was faster than Bolt, so both darts go into Alakazam. Darts Alakazam. U-turn Samurott. Go to Togue. Yeah, so Togue would have just leveled up off that kill. Would have been awkward to, like, pre-damage for it. Because I don't know how much HP... Well, I can figure out how much HP I'm getting. Okay. Bolt baits Lapras. Togue baits Decidueye. Pivot Beedrill. And Spiky Shield. Hitting both into Toad. The Decidueye trip here does not matter. And now I have to Poison Jab Decidueye. Yes. Pivot on Scald to Barraskewda. Okay, so now Lapras always sees KO into Barraskewda with Freeze Dry. Both my guys are speed tied at 290. They're gonna U-turn and flip turn. Make sure I did that right. U-turn Typhlosion and flip turn Typhlosion. This will always kill it. Who goes first doesn't really matter. If Barraskewda goes first and kills, which it sometimes can raw, then Beedrill just hits into Lapras and I still get the pivot, so it's fine. It was Skewda. Did not kill though. So I go Goodra in this slot because I'm taking the Freeze Dry. Then Beedrill slot goes Urshifu. Beedrill just really needed the kill to up its stats. Yes, they speed tie. They speed tie at 290 at the current level. Sometimes they haven't speed tied, so like it's a little weird. I guess it's just like Skewda's been catching up because of because of Jolly. Anyways, now I just close combat. This always kills. I pivot back to B. This kills with no boost. Or no, no item. I guess Urshifu probably is showing a KO to Volcarona, huh? Yeah. Because of the CC. So I probably never needed to pre-damage. Oh, actually, there's a 1 HP. I needed to pre-damage my Urshifu by 1 if I wanted to be optimal. Damn, bro has no PP on his moves. Sucker Punch. Wait, doesn't this mean it can still... No, it sees KO on Beedrill. Yeah. Oh. It's like 4 kills for B, right? Samurott, Decidueye, Lapras, Volk, yeah. 4 for B, 1 for Dragapult, 1 for Urshifu. Just gonna edit this up to 10. One for Pult. One for Urshifu. Duty time? I'm still thinking about it. Probably... Yeah. Because if I'm really Fairy Fiending, there's like... There's other spots to get a Fairy, right? Isn't there somewhere else to get, like, Togekiss? Evergrande, right? No, that is this spot. That is Evergrande. Cave of Origin, I guess, has decent fairy chance. And then that's kind of it. Sky Pillar. But Sky Pillar, I'm not rolling for a fairy. Stream? I don't have any dropped frames. I mean, that's usually my tell, is I don't have any frame drops. I guess sometimes Twitch can still just die, but... yeah. I feel like I should hold off on this. Oh, I really want to go for the Ludi, though. Welcome back. So... there's really only one other spot in the game where I, like... well, there's two spots. Three-ish. Kinda. Just because Prim is available here. Can I go into Evergrande and fly here later? Or no, is this not a flyable location? I'm pretty sure there's no trainers here, right? Yeah, no, it's just a big waterfall. Yeah, not till you get actually up there. Okay. Like, so if I want to catch, I have to go through all the routes again and bring back a team. Dang. That should have worked. Yeah, no, I can't fly here. Okay. So... I think the thing is... a fairy would be really, really nice to have other than a Zoomerino. And looking at my pools... so it's like, I'm basically deciding... between going for a fairy or going for Aerodactyl at the end of the day, right? Because that's what this choice is just going for Arrow. And, like, I would get other stuff as well. But at the it's for Aerodactyl / Archeops. Arrow seems more impactful than Florges. Shit. You're probably right. And the idea is, if I hit Ludi, I go Sharpedo. If I hit Cloyster, I just bail. Right? I just hard bail on going for Arrow. So it's 45% Aerodactyl. Yeah, and then more routes for Roamer resetting. Because, yeah, this one can't be a Roamer. I'd probably rather have the Pokemon now. If it's Cloyster, it's still good. Cloyster can still be good. So at least we'll still have a usable Pokemon. Presumably. Acquired for E4, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's why people yearn for Prim so hard. No, yeah, I don't know that Floor just makes the E4 cut for a fairy. It's really gotta be like Togekiss, if you have really good other stuff around it. Anam, Prim. Aju has been good, but still situational. Okay. Let's grab, is Torterra's, Orb is good for Oyster. Gyarados. Pretty bulky, so is Goodra. I'll have to go back and I'll speed through the routes. Definitely Slowbro. I guess Amoonguss is good for Ludi. I'm just gonna speed through this. Get lead because you're pretty fast. I just have to switch this if it's Cloyster. It would be nice to hit. I fear that after how the other encounters have gone today, that I guess it's not my encounter day, but we'll see. It's like no guys here. It's not till. Whoa, I should not have gone there. 128 has trainers. There's really only the one trainer though. As long as I don't go on that island, it's fine. And I don't go under this layer, yeah, to that girl. We're fine. Yeah, there's no synchro angle for these guys. I should have thought about that before I got here, but can they hold any items? Are there any like really funny items that I would want to go back for Gelv or no? Oyster can hold a pearl. Okay. Money maxing. Get the pearl. Alright, yeah, let's see a Ludi. Cloyster can still be really, really good, but it just kind of seals off a lot of the routes that I have later. I have plenty of dupes here too. Yeah, like that one. Okay. I don't know what the original odds are for encounters here. This is Evergrande. Wait. Oh, I've been so dumb. I'm supposed to fish. Oh my god. It's only 10% Cloyster. I'm supposed to fish here. Okay. Whatever, man. Still got him in the end. Yeah, switch out. Ah, well. No arrow for me. What do you have? This guy can still be fine, but it's not Aerodactyl. You are level, I assume, max. Oh my god, no, this guy's so bad. Oh, you always have to scale Icicle Spear, don't you? Yeah. This guy's just a scale machine. All he has is Liquidation, Ice Beam, and Boom. Doesn't even have Rock Blast. This guy's way worse than I thought. I mean, yeah, Skill Link. You only scale Icicle Spear if it's Skill Link, right? Otherwise, it's just a tanky guy. Can I take an... Oh, wait, you have Boom. Oh, fuck. Didn't even know that it had Boom. I should have known that, though. I did to Ice Beam. No, yeah, it literally has nothing. I'm dead to Ice Beam crit, so I have to switch. Which means I have to go Gudra to eat the Boom. And I don't get Quick Ball. So you have... Liquidation, Hydro Pump, Explosion. It's not doubles anymore. Yeah, I gotta switch out of this. And then, like, chip it with... not Outrage. Chip it with Heavy Slam. What if I went Corv? Corv can chip it a bit harder with Brave Bird. But I prefer Gudra because it can't get crit, at least for now. Whatever, man. How much did that do? That did a lot. 116. 84 plus 64. 148. That was right in the middle on attack. Probably was a pretty high IV. Whatever. I get nothing. Awesome. That fucking sucks. So glad I did that fight. Could have been a Ludi, and then it could have been an arrow and a Sharpedo, but I get nothing instead. I get more roamer routes. I'm just changing my fetch plans for later. I got the Sutopolis. Elite Evergrande. That looks right. Alright, can I get into seafloor? Does this work? So it's 128 underwater to get in. Yeah, it boomed. It boomed turn 1. Or 84. How do I get in here? This is just the submarine. I guess you surface here, and then... So this is entrance. This is Cavern 1. I think I can do this encounter right now. Right? I mean, that's before any grunts, it looks like. Where does 87 go? Oh, nowhere. Okay. Yeah, I can get in here and do this encounter right now. I was like, should I do? My encounter rate has been so fucking awful today. I'm gonna hit Starmie. I mean, Starmie's at least a dupe. I can at least catch it. Do I have a good enough box? Yeah, probably. For these guys. Rim, Samurott, Starmie. Yeah, I've got Slowbro for Starmie. Aggron, I have Corv, I think. That should be good enough. I have Gara, too. Maybe Torterra would be better than this. I don't really feel like going back. Let's give you a Citrus again. I'm pretty sure I can just do this encounter right now. I guess just check in. I don't think there's any other spots I want to do the encounter on. Floor 8, I don't have many dupes. Still pretty high chance Absol. Don't care about Jellicent. I don't care about Gigalith or Glalie. I think I just roll this. I gotta be careful. There's like one trainer, a couple trainers on the way. My repel is not up. Okay. Almost screwed myself out of a Route 128 roamer if I didn't turn repel on there. Yeah. Okay, so there's a girl that walks left and right here, but I can always stay under her. Yeah, you. And then there's a guy who walks in big circles. There's this island, but no one should be here. Oh, okay. I know rule of thumb is to like never surface right outside the exit here. I always want to go to the left because there's that guy who walks in a big circle. You can maybe be in his encounter range. Alright. So there should be no encounters here. And now I can do my seafloor cavern. Wait, is seafloor exterior? No, this is her entrance. It's all just cavern. Alright. How bad can this one be? I do have a lot of dupes here as well, so it would take a bit. And my encounter rate has been really bad lately. It's a dupe. Oh, I forgot about the Aurora Veil. Right, that does apply to wilds. I mean, I can crit through it, so I can't think about it for chipping. Sure, whatever, man. Oh, can you fucking memento? Dude, I'm gonna kill myself if you can memento. Okay, you can't. But your moveset is dog shit. And you're just an awful mon. It's a Mega I have right now. But it's not an Aggron, it's not a Walrein, it's not a Prim. For all my other options. This was the most likely. 36% to be this guy. Yeah, switch out. So you've got Sucker, Wish, Knockoff. Knockoff is fine, and Play Rough. Nice. So I can't really hit it this turn. What's your encounter rate? Your catch rate? Oh my god, it's so low. Why is that so low? 80. Got Play Rough. Knockoff, Sucker. I mean, your attack stat is high. And then your defenses are up to 0. Against Corv. I cannot even Smart Strike it. Nope. It could easily die to a crit. Duskball's gotta work in here. Might go someone else. Can Gudra attack this? Nope. So frail. It can't ever go Absol because it could affect Spore. And then poison itself. I can't go Slowbro, I take too much damage. Can I go Gera? I can go Gera and Icy Wind it. Or Ice Beam. Ice Beam would be fine, yeah. Doesn't have any knockback moves, and it's just spamming Wish anyways, so I'd rather get, like, decent damage. Okay. This can literally never kill. With Veil, it's gonna do, like, no damage, but if I crit, it would do a ton. Crit does 71 with Veil. It does 23, so I can always Ice Beam again. Goodbye, my Citrus Berry. Switch out. Actually, I can take one more hit. Can I? No, the crits do way more. You're intimed. Gotta go Gudra. And I only get one chance at this low HP. Okay. At least a Pokemon got in the ball today. It's still awful. Like Oakland, man, I don't know. No, 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 no. I was trying to fast swim. I go over here. Surface. Oh, they're calling it the worst dive sim of all time. It's an Absol. So I checked the other guys. Check what I got here. Man, I planned to catch like 6 things today, and I caught 3, and 2 of them, or one of them, is like unusably bad. All right, Adamant. Okay, you're maybe saving yourself. That's my first Adamant of the entire run, by the way. No other Pokemon has had Adamant. That's fine. 0 defense, I mean, you're already paper thin. Your bulk, like, really doesn't matter. You're only getting in on immunities, really, or like pivot kills and then feigning something. But yeah, really high attack stat. This thing, Sucker Punches, will actually do a lot of damage, especially if I Mega. You really only Mega for the speed, I feel like. Or, yeah, like, if you want the damage boost for Sucker Punch... This one's alright. Why does it get so many scale moves? Close Combat, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, T-Bolt? This thing learns so much. Whatever, it's fine. It's Adamant, otherwise this would, again, be, like, awful. But, like... The Delmise got Awful Nature. Decent IVs for attack, at least, but, like, it's... just Awful Nature. This mon's fine. I was being too harsh on it, but this guy's totally fine, I think. Maybe its bulk is... its physical bulk is pretty bleh, but it hits hard. It switches in on, like, an immunity or a ghost resist, and then... But it's still alright. The Feebas is dog shit. Actually awful encounter. Like, for a guaranteed encounter, it being this bad and needing to scale for recover is just really awful. And hitting minus speed. Oh, Z is doing E4? Damn. I don't want to calc any fights. I want to watch that. I want to watch ZZ4. And I don't want to stare at my box anymore. I'll export these guys. I'll reapply Shell Armor on my Gudra. Oh, everyone still has items. Hold on. I like exporting them with items. I add Absol, not Evergrande, Seafloor, Cavern. I mean, it's a dark type. It's alright. It's just not a Walrein or an Aggron or a Prim. add the guy to the calc. I mean, yeah, I have Mega Absol now. It's not awful. Not great, but it's very alright. Takes you back to Shell Armor. Okay. Let's export you with a Mega Stone. Not that you would always be holding it, but got Magic Bounce. Yeah. I mean, Absol's Mega looks sick. It gets decently fast. What speed is that right now? 227? That's pretty fast. And its attack stat is really fucking high. Is it higher than Beedrill's? 312? It's higher than Beedrill's. Okay, this one might be fine. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go in for 3.5 hours. I'll basically just try to calc, like, a lot or half or something of... Beat this fight. Of Seafloor Cavern, which are gonna be really tough. Try to calc out maybe a good chunk of maybe the whole thing, honestly. I'll see. Is it like it theoretically isn't that long fight wise, but each fight is so hard to calc. Especially the gauntlet. The 6v9. And like the first two fights are just raw 6v6s. Man, I wish I had Ludi for this Kingdra. I think. Is it the Swampert? It's one of them that it's good against. Maybe the Swampert. I do have Corv though, so that definitely helps out. I have guys that get Brick Break. I have Skuta, I have Alucha, Onk. I do not have Armaldo. That would have been a really nice Brick Break guy. Azumarill gets it, that's really good. Beedrill, I do not want to teach it, but if I need to, I guess I could. Bonk. I don't think Cradily does. No. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon get Brick Break, at the very least, so... I have a fair bit. Greninja, that's nice. Hard to use, but nice. Azumarill is probably going to be a big one. And then I think I still have Psychic Fangs, Basculegion. Yeah, that's another nice one to have, potentially. Alright, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna watch Z's E4. And I guess plan fights. I'll save one more time.